is up, Mason Gang? I'm excited today because it's actually my 3-year anniversary with my beautiful wife, Ashley Ann Mason. Holy cow, it's been 3 years. So in celebration of 3 years, I decided to get a car wash. Yeah, getting a car wash to celebrate. Woo! Yeah, there's actually a reason I'm getting a car wash. I am going to surprise Ashley and take her down to Stillwater, Minnesota. I got us a beautiful hotel room down there along the river, and we're gonna spend the night down there because would have done something a little more special, but today we're gonna run down there for the night, and then tomorrow I go out of town for the day, and then the next day we get on an RV and we leave for 2 weeks. So didn't really have a lot of time to do much more than that. But yeah, it's a surprise for Ashley. I need to go home after this and pack her some clothes. That's gonna be the hardest part of this whole deal. I've never packed for her before. Oh, loud. Yeah, so I have to do that, and I'll see ya when I see my lovely wife. All right, Mason Gang, I know my secret's safe with you. You've already heard it. But the one and only, the woman that I've been with for 10.5 years, but actually married for 3 years, today, September 2nd, Ashley Mason! How are you, Ash? Happy 3-year.
Happy anniversary.
We are heading off to our little surprise. I mean, it's your surprise, my surprise. She doesn't know. Ashley knows where we're at. We're at the Laura in Stillwater, Minnesota. It's on the southeast side, Minnesota-Wisconsin border. And we're actually here at the hotel. Look at this place. Pretty cool. We're here on Main Street. Got ourselves a cute little living room. It's a pretty cool stone. Yeah. Ashley, what do you think of the room?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Pretty stylish.
This is Main Street, Stillwater. Got a restaurant down there. Woman was staring at me. The river, you can kind of see it over that building. We're actually gonna go walk out there in a moment. But yeah, we got this cool living room. Ooh, look at this bedroom. Isn't that sleek? Oh, bathroom. Ashley, you gonna go in the hot tub? I mean the tub, not hot tub. Look at how nice this bathroom is, and even cooler, which we probably won't go out here because it's kind of weird. Got our own little deck in this cave-like area, which is, I mean, it's cool. It's just not very clean. So we're actually gonna go on about a 5-mile walk now, just to get ourselves in shape for the big trip coming in a day or so. So we're actually gonna answer a few questions for all of you on the walk. We'll take a break midway through. You'll get a little history of the old love life between us. Oh, it's so in love. So we'll see you out on the walk. All right, question and answer time. Ashley doesn't like answering questions about us, I guess. Just sad.
No.
Ashley, question 1. Do you remember the first time you met me? When was it? Where was it?
When?
Yeah.
Okay, it was sophomore year of high school. Well, I'm sure we met sooner than that, but
Yeah, probably.
I didn't really know.
When did you recognize, you know, this beauty?
Oh, my earliest memory is during BTC, which was kind of like high school recess, I guess. We were in the gym playing basketball and we were shooting hoops a little bit, and it's kind of when I first bumped into you, I guess, and we started talking, and the rest is history.
Oh, you hear that? I impressed her with my b-ball skills. That's something to be proud of. All right, second question, Ashley.
Are you gonna answer? Is that correct?
No, that was correct.
Is that what your answer was?
No, my answer would actually be, I looked at you in math class. I looked at the back of your head, and you talked to Isaac Sovereign, one of my buddies,
Isaac.
one of her friends from middle school. You talk to him all the time, never talk to me. But that's okay, because I ended up winning in the end. It's no biggie. The second question I got was, how long have we been together? And as I mentioned earlier, we've been together for 10 and a half years.
May 2010 we started dating.
Yeah, so it's been about 10 and a half years that we've been together, which is kind of crazy because we were just little babies then.
I was 15.
15.
And you were 16.
Third question that we got, they asked what our backstory was. Now, she kind of answered already that...
As a relationship? Like
yeah, relationship. We met in high school. We dated sophomore, junior, senior year in high school.
With a couple breakups along the way.
Yeah, I may have broken up with her twice. And I mean, you guys understand, you never know exactly what you want in high school, right, Ashley? You forgive me for that, right?
Mm-hmm. Sore spot in my thumb.
Yeah, I did break up with her twice. It was a massive mistake, I'll admit that. Very bad decision on my behalf.
He came running back.
Yeah, so we went to high school together. We dated all through high school. Then we went to college together. And at that point, it was pretty much like we were stuck together for life. She wanted us to get married earlier than we did. She was kind of down to like maybe get engaged in college. Weren't you open to that?
Of course.
Yeah, so she comes from a family of just people that get engaged super young. And I come from a family that people get engaged old. So, yeah, we dated all through college. And then I proposed to her the summer after our senior year, so after we graduated from college. And you know what? This is a good trading off point where she can explain how I actually proposed, because that was another question I got.
Well, we were up at his family's cabin, which sadly is not in the family anymore, but we usually go up there like once a month, maybe back in the day, or every few months.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't anything special or routine. I kind of had an inkling that it was coming, only because he said it was going to happen by the end of the summer, and there was only so many weekends that we didn't have things already planned. So I kind of had a little inkling as far as what was happening, but it wasn't too sure. But my mom had mentioned, like, oh, maybe you should wear something nice. I heard you're going to dinner maybe with grandma, which we never do up at the cabin. So I was like, oh gosh, something's happening. So I got ready. I was kind of nervous and put on a cute little dress and everything. Anyway, got to the cabin, and Bobby and Michael asked me to go bring the boat to the
Boat access.
to the access. And so whatever, we go put the boat in the access. Michael brings the car back, and we're cruising around the lake for a little bit. I can tell he's kind of stalling because we're not going directly to the dock, and I have my back to the island, which we call the island at the cabin.
Well, it was an island.
It's an island with a dock. Anyway, part of the property.
Yeah, so backstory.
Sorry, I'm really good at telling stories.
Backstory is we had an island off of the cabin property, so there was a long dock that went out to the island. And before, when Ashley and I were like going out there all through high school, it was essentially just like an island full of just wooded, poison ivy, marsh. It just wasn't cool. All right, so leading up to this point, my family and I, we'd go up there on the weekends and you're gonna have to deal with some echo because we're in a tunnel now. We go up on the weekend.
Maybe we should just pause.
And we would actually work on the island. So we cut down a bunch of the trees. We made paths. We made patios that we could have dinner on. We made other little patios that we added benches to. And we did all this in preparation for the big moment. And so,
okay, back to
back to you.
Back to the story.
Yeah, so.
I tell so well. Okay, so anyway, I have my back facing the island and he's driving the boat. So, and he's kind of driving, he's like looking around, he's looking over me, like, so then I'm like, okay, it's happening. I know, I'm not gonna turn around. So I just sit there, never turning around, looking at what's behind me, what he's looking at. But eventually it got dark and could tell we were pulling in, and I finally just casually get up and turn around, and I see that there's a bunch of tiki lights lit on the island, and I can see a cute little table set up with dinner on it. And so we get off and walk up, and there's dinner set on the table. We have like steak, mashed potatoes, and veggies and bread and all this stuff that his family had put together for us. And so we sit down for dinner, and I'm like shaking. I'm like so nervous / excited. I don't really know what to say or do. And of course, Smooth Talker over here just takes my hand and sits me down and tells me how much he loves me.
Well, I was nervous too. I mean, even though we'd been together for like 7 years at that point, actually it'd be like 8 years almost, I was still like, oh gosh, I can't imagine, like, you know, I was like the smoozer, so I always gave her everything she wanted. I was like, I gotta go really big on this one special moment, because I made her wait so long. Like, I had to push it off for a long time. So
okay, and first of all, this kid, like, I don't need any of that stuff. He just loves to go big. He goes above and beyond my own expectations, and that's fun. He's very sweet to me, very good. So after dinner's done, he walks me down to this little bench. There's like a blanket set up there, and I can see his tripod and a camera set up, and that's where he proposed, got down on one knee. And then, funniest part of the whole night, super sweet though. So Michael, his younger brother, was doing something for us. You just hear pit, 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 patter, patter, patter on the metal dock. And what he is doing is lighting fireworks. So Bobby had gotten a ton of fireworks and grouped them together and make them look, I don't know how that stuff works, but
yeah, so I actually came over here to Wisconsin because you can't buy big fireworks in Minnesota. Super big bummer. So I came over here, loaded up a whole truck with as many fireworks as I could possibly fit in an 8-foot pickup bed. And Michael and I worked for a long time to tie them all together to put on like a pretty good fireworks show.
Yeah, it
was
really good.
Like, people around the lake came and watched, and it was really cool because that was like my dream.
Fireworks.
I'm obsessed with fireworks, so it's like, if I can give her a fireworks show on top of proposing, that's a win-win.
It was really cute because the first set of fireworks would go off, and then all of a sudden you hear and then it runs back. So it was like a good 15 minutes of fireworks.
Oh, anyway. It had to be like 25.
Oh,
give me some credit.
Okay. Anyway, it was long. They were so fun, so good. And then on our way back to the cabin after the fireworks, I'm making I wish I should call my mom. I should, call my family and let them know. But then we go up to the cabin and my whole family's there, and they had a cake, and yeah, it was amazing. Best night of my life. I mean, until we got married, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. So I hope you heard all of that, because it actually is kind of windy, and I didn't put the cover over the top of the mic, so sorry if you heard that. And there's that highway. Yeah, we're probably 2.5 miles into our walk hike thing,
we don't really know where we're going. We're just kind of roaming around Stillwater. But that was the answer to some of your questions.
Sorry.
Good job, Ashley.
Answer.
Yeah, she's a good storyteller, as you can tell. That's why I love her. Yeah, we're gonna just keep roaming around out here, see what we find. The hotel room. Gosh, actually, I love this place. This place is really cool. It's really cool just being on Main Street here in Stillwater. And part of this hotel is actually built into a cave underneath us. Neat stuff. But I was going to answer one more question for you guys because, you know, if it's our wedding anniversary, I should probably explain what happened on our wedding day. Now, the wife and I, we got married at 2 p.m. on a Saturday, the 2nd of September. And we ended up having it at, our reception was actually at a place called the Lafayette. And our service was held at St. Joe's in Waconia. Anyways, we went to the Lafayette. It was a grand old time. She did an amazing job setting up that party. We had, I don't remember, like 300-ish people at the wedding. Yeah, and had a reception, had a live band. It was beautiful, great, awesome. But the next day, we were supposed to go on our honeymoon to the Turks and Caicos. And we had a house down there that we were staying in. It was going to be amazing. It was going to be beautiful. We'd been looking forward to it for like a year. And we found out during that time that there was a hurricane moving in that was going to destroy the island. So all night, I mean, maybe this isn't the best thing to do on your wedding night, I was checking my phone to see if the hurricane was going to move away from the island. Because that night, we had to make a call in the middle of the night when we were staying at the Lafayette. After our wedding, we had to make a call if we were going to go or not. And if we were going to cancel our flight and like figure out what we were going to do about the house, because all the stuff cost us a bunch of money, so it was like a hard call. And so in the moment, we decided the best call was not to go. She was not happy with me. Not happy with me at all. Were you?
I wanted to go to the Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, so
but it was for the best.
Yeah, it was for the best. So we actually didn't go Sunday. And we hung around Sunday, opened our gifts, hung out with the family for one more day. Then we actually drove on a whim to Vail just because we needed to do something. And then, believe it or not, a month later, we went on a second honeymoon to the Cayman Islands. And we spent like 5 days alone there. And then we just ended up inviting the family for the rest of the vacay because we're like, why not enjoy the honeymoon with family? So
we got sick of each other.
Yeah, we had spent too much time together. So that was our wedding day. It was an amazing day. I don't want to avoid that.
It was stressful.
It was stressful and amazing, just because like, you know, you feel like you have everything planned leading up to it, and then you had to make some quick decisions. But it was one of the best days of my life. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But we are going to head out on the town. On the town. We're really just we're going to check out some of the stores, and then we're going to run to dinner down the street. We're out to dinner, and this is the last kind of video of the night, but I needed to show you this. Numb. We come over here for fried ice cream because our favorite place in the world, Carmel, California, we were introduced to fried ice cream there, and it was the best thing ever. So we come down here for that fried ice cream. All right. Happy anniversary, Ashley. I love you so much.
I love you.
And we love you. We will see you next time.